Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Raggedy Pack, the penultimate episode of Monarch Legacy of Monsters. Last week, we are going to Hollow Earth. That was how it ended.
It's a pretty shocking ending. I was not expecting that, so this should be a pretty interesting episode.
Should be a really interesting episode. I feel like we don't have a lot tied up.
Yeah, it at least right now, it feels like, I feel like every time I watch a show, I'm always like, it feels like there's so much to wrap up in a short amount of time. They either do or don't. But this one, it feels like they're opening a whole can of worms that really feels like it's supposed to be like a whole second season kind of thing. So that's kind of my main question. Are we going to like end this show on a more complete note, or are we going to really leave the door open for a whole other season? I could be down for either, honestly, at this point.
I think in order for it not to feel rushed, I would like to see a second season. I think there's too much that I wouldn't want them to cram into 2 episodes, you know?
Yeah, because I mean, that's kind of the thing with Hollow Earth, Hollow Earth is such a big thing in this universe, period, to the fact that, you know, they don't even go there technically until Godzilla versus Kong, and they kind of do a little bit in King of the Monsters, but you know, just for a couple of people to just casually fall into a Hollow Earth portal seems like that's a much bigger deal than you know, I would imagine this show is going to treat it. But I'm hoping I'm surprised. It's a direction I did not expect things to go in.
Yeah,
pretty much.
For sure. I think, you know, I really just want to see what happens. This looks like a longer episode, which is good. 44 minutes-ish, give or take.
Yeah.
So hopefully we get some answers, but, you know, I've really enjoyed this show, and I think they've done a really good job of giving us the human aspect we've so desperately wanted. But I want to see, you know, what they tie up, and if my guess, my hard read is we're going to get a season 2.
That seems like the easy thing. I mean, it's such an easy way to not cop out of a complete ending, but you know, if there was a note to leave the show off on where it's like, what's going to happen next, I feel like Hollow Earth would be it. I mean, again, we have a whole like hour and a half worth of stuff essentially before this show is actually over.
Yeah.
But I'm very hopeful. I mean,
I'm optimistic as well. Yeah.
Yeah, because this show has reintroduced a lot of my love for the monsterverse. So I'm very excited to see if it's able to kind of do the same that it's done with like Apex and all this other stuff with the Hollow Earth. That's kind of my hope for this episode.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get into it. But before we do, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss when this goes live tomorrow or today for you all. We have a Patreon where you can get the full-length access to this and everything else on the channel. There's early access as well. The full-length reaction goes up right around the time this goes up, so be sure to check that out. Link that's in the description. There's a link to our free Discord as well, and links to our social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Check all those out. Let's get into episode 9.
Let's do it. Oh, okay, it just played for me.
Nice. Apple TV W.
It's a beautiful day.
Right at the tail end of it.
Rare.
Yeah.
You check out the vintage cereal boxes.
Yeah.
We are off to work.
Oh, I guess this is after.
Now you're...
Oh, after
Louis, so
Keiko
what to do
died.
today?
Yeah.
I'll let your Uncle Lee fill you in on that. Come here.
I guess he's just kind of become like a surrogate dad kind of figure.
Pocket knife. I know we said we were looking to getting you one when you were older.
Oh, is that the
so
knife
I'm
that
not
he's
actually
been
giving
using
this
to
you. Okay.
carve the pencil shavings everywhere?
It's bold to give like an 8-year-old a knife.
I know, that's like... Especially if you're about to like leave him on his own or something.
I hope we finally get something Kansas.
Oh, of all places, okay.
I hope we get something with Hiroshi this episode.
Yeah, we've really just seen him the one time.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2 or 3 episodes ago.
From afar.
Tough little kid.
didn't even get so much as like a full line of dialogue, I feel like. I think he just told them to go away. Oh, is this a... Oh, okay.
President is right, gentlemen. Space is hard.
Oh, okay.
Moon's a decade away. 2, if we do it right.
I'm trying to remember if there's something like this in the Godzilla vs. Kong novelization. I know I'm the only idiot that is like, oh, I read the book version, but I think it describes something like this in there, like one of the first Hollow Earth expeditions.
And them. A place that will redefine our understanding of the entire planet and ensure the health.
That was some goofy ass use of slow motion if I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
Comrade Khrushchev will.
So this is like a mirroring like the JFK speech.
Yeah. Oh. All right. I think I just figured out a little something that's gonna happen here. I think this is gonna explain Shaw's like total age gap,
Kennedy can have
where he
outer
like
space.
should be like 90 to 100 years old in the present day, but he looks
We're about to
65.
find the flag.
Bro, that doctor's so funny.
I love him.
Oh,
I think this is just like standard Kansas weather, right? Like they have tornadoes.
yeah, Mayday.
Oh, insert submarine joke here. Oh man. Hey, your mom is dead, and now also.
Your surrogate uncle.
Yeah. Well, that's quite the pre-intro cold open. I'm curious to check. I really want to check back on the novelization and see if that lines up with the first. Not that the novelizations are necessarily canon, but I'm curious if that lines up with how they describe one of the first Hollow Earth expeditions.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously we know he gets back alive. At least Tim's okay.
Yeah.
Live.
Dang. Well,
Oh, his mom came all that way to see him.
well, we're in Tokyo.
I missed that part. That is very heavy stuff, though. Actually.
Yeah. That was really good acting.
Yeah.
Like, Kentaro has been kind of underwhelming all season, but that was like...
It was like a rare moment of very big emotion.
Yeah.
Just good.
All right, here we go.
All right, come on. We can't stay here.
Oh, that's
We gotta
crazy.
get out of this place. We gotta move fast.
That first one kind of got me.
This is such an interesting concept for a little, like, I guess Hollow Earth, yeah.
I just want to find Kate.
We will. We will. Come on.
I love Kurt Russell.
One of the highlights of the show, for
Mm.
real. This weird looking dragonfly dudes, I hate them. I don't like how many eyes they have.
Bring one up, right? Show them what a real catastrophe looks like?
And what then? Hope it's smaller than Godzilla.
Gets ready to level the
This is the real-
entire planet. This general is one of my favorite characters, honestly, too.
Yeah, he's really good. I recognize the actor, but I don't know his name.
Oh, really?
I got time.
Actually, you don't.
What are you talking
Oh, I think I was right. Time.
I told you. I've
Time
been here
passes slower.
before, and I made it back.
You're challenging Iggly for the title of Raggedy's smartest boy.
Is that?
I think so.
Oh man. Oh man. This is his Captain America moment. He's gonna walk out and realize 2 decades have passed or something.
Uncle Lee.
Here we go.
Yeah. Oh man, that's freaky.
Welcome home.
It's like you just hit him with a tranquilizer or something.
Yeah.
I think that is Kintaro's mom.
Yeah, it is. 'Cause they're working here together, I guess.
あんた先生翔さん約束を果たしたみたいですね
Well, that's one way to look at it.
Yeah.
大丈夫だよ。
少し待ってよちょっと待ってねよしよしよしと足こっちも
母さん。
Don't talk to your mom like that.
Yeah, she's helping you, man. Come on.
That would be a good time for his dad to walk around the corner.
That'd be perfect.
止めたかった。でもあの女の人。
今まで人の言う通りにしたことなんてあった
We encountered a massive unknown terrestrial organism. Called for immediate evacuation.
Oh,
Oh my god. Whoa.
Local phenomenon made our egress.
Pale.
This is your family business.
heard that before.
I buried that family in 3 empty boxes long time ago. The madness that devoured my childhood
Oh man, that was harsh.
wasn't.
Visit the onsen. Pain relief. Along
Oh my god.
natural hot spring.
He's like, is this hell?
About 5 the majority of
The Beatles' adventure now begins.
And just like
As it
that.
searches for sources of pollen.
to bring you breaking news.
G-Day?
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. He's not taking the Monarch pill anymore.
Yeah. Huh?
Kentaro.
Oh,
誰
Okay.
思ったら。元気かお前。
he's not even like shocked.
俺の人生に割り込んでこなかったよ。あんたのせいだよ。
Damn! Kintaro is killing it,
know.
dude!
I know, man.
Oh my god! Brother is eating! Oh my god. Can they stop with the jump scares, dude?
Oh god, like how many bugs are flying off of it.
Yeah. Me last night cleaning up my dog's puke.
They have some weird monsters they come up with.
Enough! Is this? Dude! Oh, that's so cool.
I was wondering if they were gonna do this. Oh my god.
Oh, I got chills.
Wait, is that the end? Oh my god. Okay.
Oh my god. Okay. That's the best episode of the season.
The things are it was really good.
That was
really good.
fantastic.
Man.
Start to finish. It's time I learned my boy Kintaro's name.
Yeah.
That was like
killing it out of nowhere.
I don't know if the writers suddenly decided, hey, now that he's lost everything, now let's give him some lines to cook with. I don't know what it was, but
the whole show. I mean, no offense to the actor, but he's been one of the lesser interesting characters. I think it's just partly because he's played he's very non-emotive during most of the
Right.
show, and now now like all this built up stuff is finally let
Yeah.
out, and he's like, damn,
Yeah.
that's pretty
Ren
wild.
Watabe. He's 24. How ironic.
Oh, really? Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So
Well, don't I feel unaccomplished?
I really just think, I'm sure it has absolutely nothing to do with him. Like why he's been so dry through the first 8 episodes. But I think you're right. It was like it all kind of just built up and all came out. And I think the reveal of the dad just now kind of fell flat on me until he's like, Kate's dead. And you see, because I think it's so cool that you get the parallel of his dad talking to Lee when Lee comes back
Yeah.
to his dad now. And I don't know, that scene just hit, man. The scene with his mom, and then the scene just now with his dad, that was peak for this show.
It's I feel like it's definitely been a part of his characters to be more kind of closed off about all this kind of trauma that he's been enduring. And you know, all this stuff is just kind of built up until he's literally just finally had enough, and you know, his dad just literally like unceremoniously just literally walks in the door and tells him, "Hey, stop going through my files. What are you doing here?" Like not even a I'm sorry or whatever.
How are you?
Yeah.
Literally anything.
So yeah, lots of good character stuff this episode.
Oh yeah. And
I was Keiko coming back at the very end. I had a feeling it's kind of seemed like, you know, without it, I don't know. I'm so used to media these days. Like if you don't see someone die on screen, they may as well not actually be dead.
I guess I just didn't really think about it.
As soon as I figured out the Shaw like aging thing, it kind of hit me like, okay, I think this is probably what we're leading to. But it still caught me off guard. I don't know. I just still didn't expect to just see her with like a bow and arrow hunting monsters.
I think as soon as I saw the bow or the arrow, I was like, oh yeah, this is what it's about to do.
But I'm curious, like comparatively, how long she's been in there from her perspective, because she looks like, you know, the exact same, obviously. So like, has it just been like a couple of days or weeks or something? And all of a sudden, her granddaughter falls from the sky into her lap or something. Oh, next episode's gonna be pretty crazy, but even more so than last week. I feel like I don't think everything's gonna get resolved. This feels like
no.
So many more doors have just been opened.
My hard read is feeling even better.
Yeah. I think you're probably right.
I truthfully, like I said, that was the best episode of the season, hands down for me. The acting, the writing, the pacing, everything, start to finish, was fantastic.
Yeah.
I thought like the reveal for Hiroshi fell flat, but I thought in both the past and the present, his acting was fantastic.
Yeah, he's instantly gone from a like, I really don't know much about this guy enough to care about him at all, from like, oh my god, he's given one of the like a really good performance coming out of nowhere.
And then obviously I've done enough Kurt Russell glazing in the first 8 episodes that I don't need to spend much time on it, but you couldn't have hired someone better. Him and Wyatt Russell, honestly, they both just absolutely ate with what they've been given in this show. And, you know, they've been the highlights for me. And now that we're kind of getting what feels like Hiroshi and Kentaro getting to that level, Kentaro's mom, she's fantastic.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I didn't think we were going to see her in this show again after she hasn't been around since like the first or second episode, I want to say. Yeah, she comes back and we get to learn more about her
and honestly, Keiko being alive and being able to interact with the newer set of characters is so cool. So cool. I'm so glad that they're doing that.
It feels so natural now that we're at this point. Like, oh yeah, of course, you have these two like timeline. I say timelines. It's the same timeline, but like two different stories going on in different points in time.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to get at.
I get what you're saying.
I for some reason, until this episode, I didn't expect them to like literally collide, but now here we are, and we're down Bill Randa. They couldn't get John Goodman back for anything other than the kind of cold open of the show, I guess. But everyone's about to be back together. Yeah. Assuming they get out of Hollow Earth next episode.
Right.
I don't know, part of me is like, that seems unlikely at this point. Who knows?
I'm really looking forward to see where we go from here, because this is fantastic, and I'm really excited.
Yeah. I think what I said at the start has rung true. This is from a more like universe perspective. This has kind of invigorated my own interest in the Hollow Earth concept again.
Yeah.
I liked where they were going with it in Skull Island and King of the Monsters even a little bit. And this keeps it more small scale, I think, which makes it seem that much more intriguing. It's a very, it's something as simple as like, oh, these weird electrical discharges causing weird lightning in this forest or something, and a weird antler moss warthog or something. I don't know. It's just the little things that give you enough intrigue without kind of overwhelming you with some huge hollow, like Middle Earth kind of thing under the crust or whatever. Yeah. So that's interesting. It's great all around. This has really just done so much for my love of 2014 and building on this universe in the way that I always wanted them to.
Yeah. The last thing I'll say, while I totally agree with what you said about it building on my love for 2014, like that's peak for me when it comes to Monsterverse. Yeah. It makes me want to revisit after this is done. It makes me want to revisit GVK and King of the Monsters and kind of just like look at those again, just through a different lens.
That's really what I've been thinking. Like it.
I don't know that it'll change. I'm not gonna say it will or won't.
The very least, I think I'll at least appreciate certain aspects more. I'll be like, oh, Godzilla vs. Kong, they have these weird flying car things or whatever to go into the Hollow Earth with. But it feels a little more impactful when you see like the first attempt to go into the Hollow Earth. Yeah. And everything just goes horribly wrong. So at least it feels like a more complete world.
It's going to give us a new lens to look at it through. Yeah. And that's what, after this first season, and then after this is completely done, I'm really excited to have that. I still want more human focus, less crazy Godzilla and King Kong running garbage, but I'm excited for where we're heading is my point. So that is all I have to say for this week.
I think you hit the nail on the head there.
Okay. You got anything else?
That's it for me. I'm really pumped for next week. One more.
Well, before we head out, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss when these episodes go live. The full-length reaction will be available on Patreon shortly after this goes. There's also other stuff over there, early access to Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, all that stuff. So check that out. Link in the description below. Links to our Discord, which is free, and our social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. All those down below, and we'll see you guys in the finale.
We'll see ya.